Hey everyone, welcome back to Engineering with Us. We are here with Stephanie DePaiva. She is Orlando's Engineer of the Year, and we're going to be asking her a couple questions on how she got here today.
Cool, awesome. Hi everybody.
So Stephanie, what has always been your life purpose, and how has your career allowed you to pursue that purpose?
Well, my purpose in life has always been to contribute to my society, especially the technological aspect of it, to emphasize the importance of a diverse community. Through my gifts of empathy, charisma, and problem solving, I am able to excel in my work environment and create the best outcome for the company and its workers. Through industrial engineering, I am able to apply my knowledge to optimize the means of production and provide the best outcomes possible, not only for the company, but also for the workers as well. Also, my purpose has allowed me to choose industrial engineering because I am not only able to work with machines, but with people in general, and be able to help them and allow them to work their hardest without, having so much strain on their bodies and mental strains as well.
That's freaking awesome. So let's talk about your education a little bit. What degree did you need in order to pursue this career?
That's a great question. I actually started off at Valencia College, got my associate's degree there, and then I transferred over to the University of Florida and got my bachelor's in industrial engineering there. And I paid roughly around $6,000 at Valencia College for my associates, and then $12,000 over at the University of Florida. Valencia had many opportunities to reach out to professors who helped me a lot. They offered a lot of workshops that were, for the STEM field, which helped me a lot. My counselor was always very helpful. She helped me stay on track in order to get all those credits that I needed in order to transfer it over to the University of Florida. And overall, I just had a great experience at Valencia. They always provided so much help and support and allowed me to, save a bit before I moved over to the University of Florida. In order for me to be able to pay for my education, I had a couple of scholarships, some grants, and then I had to take out 1 or 2 loans.
Okay, so my next question for you is going to be, how does your degree relate to your goals and interests?
Well, my career is in the engineering field, but it also includes a lot of the business aspects of engineering. I am doing what many engineers do. I do work with machines. I do have to use a lot of science and math, but I also have to use a lot of my business skills where I am able to interact well with not only companies but workers, because my ultimate goal is to be able to find the best way to do something so there is no energy or money or time that is wasted in the process of doing so. This relates to my ultimate goal, which is to do things as efficiently as possible, and to work in a diverse society and community where I'm able to do so.
Okay, well that's really awesome. I'm also really curious on how you went about securing your career after you got your degree.
Great question. So actually, during my undergraduate studies, while I was at the University of Florida, over summer, for 2 summers, I did internships. The first internship I did at Disney, I applied. They had an industrial engineering position for interns. I did not get paid. It was a very good experience for me though, however, because I got to really dive into industrial engineering and get hands-on experience with it, because prior to that I had only researched and heard about it from other perspectives. So that was a really helpful thing that I did, and it really made me fall in love with industrial engineering. And I also had another internship over at Universal Studios, and that's actually how I landed my job today. Through the internship, I was able to build connections and transfer over into a full-time position after I had completed my degree.
Can you give me a detailed description on what your career is? Like, what do you do in a daily routine? What tasks do you take on throughout the day?
Okay, yeah, of course. So I'm currently employed by Universal Studios. As an industrial engineer there, I have to always be constantly checking the rides. And with my degree in engineering, I am able to not only know how the machines work so that I'm able to make them work properly and more efficiently, but I also have social skills and social knowledge. I'm able to maximize the total amount of work that an employee is doing, however, in a way that is efficient, so they're not wasting their time and their efforts and overall the company's money.
So, what skills are needed to be able to do what you do?
Many skills are needed to be able to do what I do on a daily basis. Not only do I need the typical knowledge in math and science, I also need to be a personable person who is easy to come talk to, so I can always have the input of our employees and see how they think we are doing. I need to be very good at problem solving, as well as taking initiative when approaching a situation.
Okay, that's very interesting. Another question I have for you is, prior to your degree, did you talk to anybody in your career field? What kind of tips did you get from anybody, or just like what kind of help did you get?
So prior to getting my degree, I did talk to someone who was really helpful. She is the sister of one of my good friends, and she is actually a mechanical engineer. And something that she told me was that you work not only independently but as a group. And prior to going into engineering, I had this idea that you only worked alone and you worked in a desk, and it was completely opposite of what I had expected, but I was very pleasantly surprised. Another good thing that she told me was that where she works, they're always having shop tours for students in college, and I did actually attend one of those, and it just brought a whole different perspective to mechanical engineering. I actually considered becoming a mechanical engineer after that, but industrial engineering had my heart, and that's where I am today.
Well, Stephanie, thank you for joining us today on this interview. Your responses were very informative, and I feel like they can help out a lot of the viewers, maybe if they wanted to be engineers in the future as well.